I am going to click a few buttons real quick, and then we'll get started. It's not going to take long today. I don't have that many buttons to click, so there goes one of them. One of the buttons clicked. One of the buttons super clicked. Two of the buttons super clicked. Clicked real good. I'm just gonna click. I think click. Oops. Wait. What's making noise? What? What is this? What is this blasphemy? Oh yeah, I left that open. Sorry. Okay, wait. We're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah, if you're watching this in the archives, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. One more button to click. Oh wait, I lied. There's actually like two more buttons. Or several more buttons. But I assure you, it's very few. It's in fact relatively very few buttons overall. In the grand scheme of things, the number of buttons, like if you blink, you might even miss it. So, all right. Yeah. So today, I don't know what today's gonna be like. Today should be interesting, if nothing else. And then the rest of it, I don't know. We'll see. Uh, so, yeah. Let's do what? I don't even know. Let's look at the backlog, I guess. The backlog's always a fine place to start. And then, we can, oh wait, let me clean up my desktop so we can go back to, what, like, screen cam. Hey, Proto Smash, how's it going? Oh yeah, I was just, alright, I'll switch over to screen cam now. Oh, and SideQuest isn't even running yet. That was not intentional. There was no reason I couldn't have been running SideQuest this whole time. So let's do that. Oops. Minor oversight. Yakumas, hey, wow, you guys got here fast. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't run SideQuest. I ran the rename script. Oh, and since I ran it, does that mean that it renamed the log? Oh, sorry. What a great start to the stream today. Uh, things are going well today. Totally well. They're going great, I swear. I'm not at all like I'm not at all fumbling to get started or anything like that. Um, yeah, I guess actually I should probably change the rename log script. I should probably change it to only try and change the script because it was just occurring to me like now that I ran it once by accident, like if I try and run it again, it probably will error because there is no log file. So I should probably make it check that if the file exists. And actually, maybe it already does. Hold on, let's let's see. Um, what is April Goofin? What does that mean? I'm not sure what you're talking about. um, what is this April Goofing you mentioned? Uh, all right, wait. So test log. Yeah. Okay. So we have rename log.py. Okay. So it only does it if it exists. All right. So we're actually good already. We are already good to go. Okay. Excellent. Right. So, why is it? Why did I could have sworn I hit run journey. I guess I didn't. I must have misclicked or something. Because like I could have sworn I did that before, but then it didn't do the rest of it. It only did the rename log script. So I don't know what that is. Today's April Fool's Day. Interesting. What do you know? uh, oh yeah, well so Yakumas, this week it's a little bit different. This week the jam is so yeah, last week we all worked together on the stream to make a game, as you may recall. This week it's a little different. This week, everyone who tunes into the stream, I will tell them what game to make, and by the end of the week, they are expected to have made that game. So it's still entirely optional. If you don't want to participate, you're not obligated to participate. But but let me know if you want your game assignment, and I will tell you what game to make. And then by the end of the week, you're supposed to have made it. Sounds fun, right? Sounds great. um, No, it should go swimmingly. I have very high hopes for this. I think this will be the new thing. I think we'll do this a lot. So um, all right. So well, you guys are working on that. I, sorry, I don't mean to laugh maniacally. Am I laughing maniacally? I only meant to laugh. You know, you know. I guess a little, slightly maniacally. Not full on. Uh, okay. So, sorry. Um, what? So what then? Yeah. Okay. Yesterday we should probably test ad libs a little bit more because we were doing that at the end of the day yesterday, and they were mostly working. By which, by which I mean, they were actually crashing a lot, and then we kept fixing them, and so now they're mostly working as far as we can tell. But I still haven't tested multi, which I'm sure that's just gonna be great. I'm sure that's just gonna be super great. I'm sure. I'm super sure. I'm so sure. It's just gonna go like fantastically. I bet. um, let's All right, so I'm gonna log in to Twitch if it lets me. I'm gonna go to Twitch with Binrybot just to have more players. And yeah, how's this gonna work? All right, so I'll just fire off more. Thank you, Protospasm. Uh, so yeah, okay, so yeah, we had to read it off yesterday. I'm gonna open up Firefox just as a reminder of what we did yesterday. Oh yeah, so Q true for AQ. Oh yeah, that's just like one of those little things that I still haven't looked into. Maybe I'll start with this just for a change of pace, slight change of pace. Oh, and you know what else is I'm just gonna add here. Oh yeah, so test tweets. This will be like my tiny to do list for the next however long. Um, I wanna fix Choop's animation because I was just looking at it and like I don't think like the idea that I had in the first place was necessarily bad, but it didn't work out great for this particular model just because like Choop is really small, and so the animation, like, it probably would have read better if it was like a larger thing that you could see, but it's so small that like you can't really see it very well, and it just the animation doesn't read right. So then I think I have an idea for how we could get it to read better. So I want to do that too, not immediately, but so I want to test tweets. Oh yeah, so um, multi adlib chat controls. Uh, like these well so I'm gonna separate this out because these are the things that like I still have adlib as like an item in my to-do list, and like just to get this out of the to-do list, I need to finish testing tweets. I need to do multi adlib. I mean, I should test multi adlib with tweets and stuff like that. um and then chat controls. Yeah, I think that's probably the last thing that I need necessarily just for for this. Although prescripted ad libs, does that even work? Like that might just work. But considering how many things I thought might just work and instead crashed, I'm gonna not take any chances as to like whether that is actually gonna work or not. Uh, hey, Massey, how's it going? Welcome. Oh yeah, welcome to Jam Override. So it's entirely optional. If you want, I will. The way the jam works is last week we did Signal Jam. In Signal Jam, we all work together to make a game on the stream, and I do mostly the putting the pieces together, whereas the ideas come in from the group. Um, this week we're going to do the kind of the opposite. We're going to if you want, and it's again it's entirely optional. Don't feel obligated, but if you want to participate, I'll tell you what game to make, and so just ask. I'll tell you what game to make, and any decisions you have to make throughout the game development process, just ask me, and I will let you know what to do. Um, it's kind of a spin on the usual Signal Jam, I guess. um, So let's yeah, and so while that's going on, I'm gonna do what I usually do. I'm gonna continue working on side quests. I think. I don't know. Uh, so what yeah, what of these do I want to do first? Uh, I guess. Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, I was gonna just check really quick if Q is supposed to Q for should Q equal true for AQ. I have this like Q value which it gets used in weird ways, and I honestly don't recall off the top of my head whether uh, are there limitations on how you make your game. The only limitations are the ones that I give you. Other than unless I give you a specific limitation, you are free to do whatever it is that you'd like to do. Uh, but like with Signal Jam, I try and encourage people to like really like stretch their minds and you know like kind of like broaden their creativity. I think like just to twist it around a little bit, just to you know play with something different for a change. I'm gonna say feel free to make as few decisions as you as you like. Anytime you feel you might need to make a decision, feel free to just come here instead, and I'll tell you what to do. All right, I'll try and keep it not megalomaniacal when I laugh, but I clearly can't not laugh maniacally while doing this. I think that's just gonna have to be part of the process. Um, okay, so let's oh yeah, let's go to Trusty Bard's channel. Yeah, just to remember how we left off. Yeah, so what happened here, for those of you who were not here yesterday, this is basically like the story as it had been playing out yesterday, and what happened. So we were fighting some rockworms, or we were like engaged with some rockworms in a cave, trying to save some like dwarven miners, and we were getting charged at by the so the worms we were basically trapped off a steep drop, and so what happened though is that our party cast Featherlight Aura, and that was where we left off. So when I get back to that, I'll that's where we'll pick up, I suppose. And well, actually, you know, the one thing that I still haven't rationalized yet is how to handle the current state of affairs when acting as like game master. I think like right now, well, as of yet, I've been kind of like on a I don't know. I've been like kind of I've been keeping this story more consistent, but keeping like this story consistent, the I've been constantly like interrupting what's like happening on what's been happening like in the game. Like I've been like every time I like go back to like queue up another event, I just you know make us I just make us teleport to like whatever environment is most suitable for the story, and like I don't know. I don't know if I should I don't know. I want it to like gel, and I'm still getting used to it. So like I kind of want to figure out a way to kind of like get that to work better. So I don't know how exactly that's gonna go, but it's just something that I've had on my mind. So I felt like mentioning it. Okay, so yeah, like I said, let's look at the Q values that we have going on here. Sorry, I think yesterday I messed up my 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 IDE slightly. I resized the whatever. This is fine. I don't know. I just like this workspace was too narrow. And all right. So the Q value, yeah, like I was talking about before. There's this dot Q value that we use. We set it as true when player dictionary dot Q equals true when. Wait, why are we doing it here? Is this when we add player? Yeah, because we took out the join queue when adding players, so I don't think this is actually an appropriate time to do that. Not anymore. This used to be where we would queue up the player to march across the screen, but no. Nope. Right, yeah, so we do it on level up, but what I noticed is that we don't do it when adding players to the action queue. We do it when adding players to the level queue, but not the action queue. And like that was, yeah. So there might be a good reason that we're doing that, but it might also be that I just kind of forgot to do that. So I might want to. Um, I'm just gonna check that real quick. Uh, uh, and then player dictionary eligible list. Yeah, what is this? Oh, for growth. Yeah, I mean it seems like we pretty much always set q equals true. Wait, but in this case, are we even adding the player to? Oh, that's what it is. Right. No, we don't. Right. We don't inherently. Yep. No, that's what it is. It's that with the action queue. Sometimes we'll want to. So like when a player gains experience, sometimes we will want to march them across the screen, and sometimes we don't. Why is it that sometimes we don't? Um, I don't know, but that's why we're not setting q equals true in that one place. We do it separately in scenarios where we do want that to happen. Uh, because they always get added to the action queue, but they only get flagged as q equal true. If it's important necessarily for them to walk across the screen, I guess. Um, huh. Well, yeah. What are the circumstances where we don't actually do that? I wonder. I don't recall off the top of my head. um, hmm. Yeah, no, I don't recall. Oh well. But this should be fun. I think this is probably fun. Um, and so, is there anything else I want to change here? Yeah, I mean, actually, now that I think about it, like while I'm here, I just started like thinking about like, okay, so what is this and how does this work? Um, and uh, what is what is it that what is it that yeah, I was just thinking like so hypothetically like right now it's not hard to like see your character walk across the screen after you take an action or you participate in an event and and you get to see how much experience you gained. Yeah, okay, yeah. Right now it's the case that right now it's the case that pretty much everyone who participates in an oh 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 silly is I was gonna say everyone who participates in an action gets to march across the screen, but like I could filter out hypothetically the characters who are in like lurker mode, like hypothetically like those characters we don't have to show it, but it's actually impossible to participate in an action while being in lurker mode. So actually no, that's not 100% true. So maybe I should filter that out. Yeah, no, technically, people who participate through Twitter will get added to the game, but they'll be in lurker mode. So I guess those individuals we can filter out. So yeah, so just in general, actually, it's not a bad idea to filter out the players the players who are in lurker mode. Uh, I guess so. I could just put that instead of sprinkling that in a variety of other places where it could become relevant. I can like all of these things kind of get bottlenecked on the add experience function. So if we go directly to add experience and just fix it there, then it should that should cover all of the cases. So yeah, so when you add experience, yeah. So actually, I'm gonna say if not player dictionary index name dot lurking, uh, uh, if not, or actually, so if player if player name dot lurking, we're gonna say uh, player dictionary name dot queued or q equals false because we don't need them to be queued if they're lurking. Um, and we're going to say what else? Actually, no, we don't necessarily have to do this. Oh, No, this is fine actually. If they're lurking, then there's no. If someone's lurking, then there's no specific reason to queue them. So this is actually a safe thing to do. But then if they level up, we will re-queue them. If they, whatever. This is fun. All right. So if player lurking, else, then we'll add them to AQ. So in this case, we'll add them to AQ, and we will set Q equals true. Wait, do we have to do that? No, we don't have to do that, because that should be handled already. Yeah, so we don't have to do that. Right, okay. So it's just like this. Yeah, small change, but like, I don't know, it's the sort of thing that like, it's not a, we're not like sorely lacking for this sort of feature yet, but it's the sort of thing that like once the game grows, with more players, like it would get worse. So, yeah. All right, let's save that and do what else? Okay, yeah, let's go back to our list of things to do. All right, so that we answered that question. So I can fix Choop's animation now. Adlib controls or the adlib stuff is still kind of like up in the air. So I might do what? Yeah, I don't need to save this. I might finish up this stuff first, and then do the animation stuff later. Because like no one even has once Lauren gets his backpack, I'll worry about Choop's animation, because that's when that's when Choop will make his debut. Okay. For those who are unfamiliar, Choop is one of the animal companions in the game, but no one has Choop yet. Okay, and then so testing tweets, multi adlibs, chat controls. I guess I'll do these first. I'll probably just go right down this list. So I could do testing tweets and multi adlib at the same time, but I feel I probably maybe shouldn't. So I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, sorry, Yakumis, for not answering your question. But the reason I didn't answer your question is because Masi did. But yeah, like what Masi said is like yeah, feel free. Like anytime you feel like you might need to make a decision for JAM Override, feel free to just ask me instead, and I can make decisions for you. Oh, sorry, I can't say that with a straight face for no particular reason. Uh, all right, so I'm gonna teleport us to the cave again for no particular reason. um, because yeah, I don't know. I was like, we were doing a thing yesterday, and I was like, so you so like you and the Dwarven miners land safely in the depths of a pitch dark what's a crevasse? I like that word. I want to use that word. I take a lot of exception when when writing these things. I might want to just get less. All right, sure. Uh, uh, I should I really shouldn't take so many exceptions or allow myself so many indulgences. Hey, Rodrigo, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, uh, there, the ground is slanted, leading upwards or deeper. 'Cause, yeah, 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 into the mountain. I don't know. Sorry, I guess I can. I'm gonna put the secret panel on screen for this because, like, what I'm working on right now is like related to the secret panel, and so like this will show us stuff, and it'll be it could be somewhat interesting. So whatever, I'll just say like you land. You land safely in the depths of a pitch dark crevasse. The ground is slanted, leading upwards or deeper, or not of, or deeper into the mountain. Adlib, create event. Okay. Yeah, Rodrigo, things are going well. We're adlibs. I would not have guessed adlibs to have taken this long to implement, but we're still kind of like cleaning up. Well, okay, you know what? It's not that they've even taken that long. Yesterday, I spent most of the day working on other stuff. So I've been working on adlibs for a while, but I haven't been like putting that much time into adlibs themselves. They took more time on Monday than I expected. Or like they didn't come in as clean for the amount of time that we spent on Monday. But, you know, it's kind of a weird feature. Like it's a very different direction based on or compared to like what we had going on yesterday. Oh yeah, okay. So for this event, I'm going to. Oh, I don't know. I keep using my mobile device. Like I just like reflexively, whenever I'm going to use Twitter, I like go to my mobile device because I think that's what I do like mostly in real life. But no, I have freaking I have it like right here. I can just type it and then it won't take me as long. To type because then yeah, so because what I'm gonna do is I won't show unnecessarily much of this on screen. I mean I don't think there's any harm in doing so, but whatever. Okay, and then right, so after the end of the event, all right, I'll just make this like event type 0. Yeah, this will be event type 0. Let's see what happens. Conclude event. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I definitely. Oh, so one of the things I have on my backlog is like special recognition, because like right now, at the end of a. Oh my gosh, that your fan? That is amazing. What is going on? Is that just it? Is that? Sorry, I have to just. How did you? Is it literally that exact phrase that you used? Because that, wow, I haven't seen that yet. Thank you, thank you for sharing. Oh right, okay. So after the end of the event, then so after the end of the event, now, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to reply to that event. So like, we have this here. Actually, whatever. I'll just put this on screen. I don't think. Ugh. I still don't really know like what I should and shouldn't be like showing on stream. Like I know for some things it's obvious, and for other things it's like other people's Twitter feed. That's public information, but like, am I supposed to be? I don't know. Whatever. Oh yeah, today's April Fool's. I completely forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. I was not even cognizant of that. I'm not doing anything for April Fool's. Like, nothing I'm doing right now is April Fool's related. I'm being completely serious about everything I'm doing right now. Speaking of which, have I mentioned... Wait, not speaking of which. In a completely unrelated topic, have I mentioned JAM OVERRIDE, the reverse signal jam that we're doing today? It's a game jam where I tell you what game to make. Sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna say right, so the dark is scary. I will light a match. I used light recently, but whatever. We're in a cave, so I'm probably gonna use the action tag light a lot. I will light matches and accidentally burn my fingers a bit. Okay. So yeah, let's see what happens with this. So clearly the event has already ended. So this should get processed by the script. When so when Trusty Bar checks Twitter, this should get registered, but it should only be worth like 1 point, I think. Probably. How much? Yeah. Wait. How much experience did people get? Yeah. Okay. So that event was worth 3 points. So when this when Trusty Bar checks his Twitter, he should award he should award 1 point to me, I guess. Uh, yeah. Okay. So light participation actions. Oh, whoops. I forgot about the stale link data. Oh yeah, my accounts probably aren't linked right now. Which is fine, I guess. But did it actually award the I can't tell. Oh, sorry, this is probably off screen or else my big head is covering it. But like so what I'm looking at here is I'm seeing that like it registered the action and everything. But did it actually award the point? I can't tell. Um I guess I guess I should check. Um, I'm just gonna look in the participation data to see. Oh, actually, yeah. I guess I didn't even technically need to. Oh, I have participated in all of these events. Yes, because this is my Twitter account, and so it did register as having participated. Usually, I think there's like a thing that I'm pretty sure there's a print statement that happens though if you gain experience. Um, like yeah, when you gain experience, it says adding experience. Um, so this would seem to imply that it registered the action, but then didn't. Like it clearly registered it because like it added me to the participation list, but then it just didn't grant experience for it. And let's look into why that I guess would be the case, because that seems weird. Highly suspect. Highly suspect. Um, all right, so that happens. That processing happens down here. Uh, with no, even further down. Uh, yeah. So right. So we got the participation actions, participation duration, all that good stuff. That went through. Uh, and then all right. So what code path should this have evaluated down? So participation list. So it wouldn't be this code path because this is if the event is still active. If the duration is less than 0, that means it hasn't been initialized yet, and so or it's still set at -1, and so right. So it would be elif name not in participation list players, and we know that this code path we did succeed at this check because for one thing we weren't in the participation list yet, and for another thing it added us to the participation list, so we know that it at least did that part correctly. Um, but yeah, it didn't do tweet after and it didn't do tweet late. So what's that about? If tweet created at in seconds, it's like if tweet created at in seconds. So this is checking if the tweet came in during the valid like time range of the event, because we handle those differently. If it came in the valid time range, like this shouldn't have evaluated true. So I'm going to assume that that didn't evaluate true. So then, so presumably we went into this else case, but then we never made it to these tweet lates, I guess, because this is the part where it actually like we actually gain points. What did it save the participation? Yeah, it saved the participation value as 1. So so what we check here is if random. Wait, what does this check? If oh wait no yeah no we check either li the action tag that we used, either it's in the participation list's action keys, so either it's so like if it was one of these, then that would count, or the participation item is supposed to be ad lib. So is it that we're not setting it as adlib? Did this not register as adlib? Oh, it didn't register as adlib. It came in as false for adlib. That's weird. Let's look into why that's happening, because that would seem to be the issue. Oh, wait. Oh. In that case, it shouldn't have, like, okay, so that was wrong and that was not supposed to happen. But in that case, it shouldn't have added me to the participation list. Cuz like I could have just been tweeting like any random thing. Like just like I still haven't validly participated in that event. So is that is that no, I think that's like a valid thing that I have to fix now because yeah. Uh yeah, and I can just put it I can just put it wait, what is oh, this first loop is just the voice stuff. If if not participation, wait, did what is input get added to the voice stuff? No, it didn't. Um, I don't have a specific reason to think that this is broken, but I guess I am curious somewhat. Because this is something that I added in recently, and so I kind of should be testing it. Um, um, so participation list. So if participation list. So if this. Oh well, this wouldn't. Or no, this would fire, right? Because nothing's adlib. Like it's not saving these events as adlib for some reason. It's not like tracking these events as adlib. Uh, Thank you, Jonas. Do you mean the one for my primary account? A friend made that one for me. I I I yeah, I I posted a picture of myself standing in front of a green screen, and some of my friends took that as an opportunity to just get creative. um, yeah. Um, for this, well, no, I won't show it. But if you know who I am on Twitter, then you know what I'm talking about. Um, so so if for li not in actions. Yeah, I guess this is fine as written. Yeah, because in the case of an adlib, it never gets added to voice data. So this probably will work. I have no reason to think that this part won't work. Um, the thing that I have to change is I just have to indent this. I just have this part about like writing this data out. I just have to indent this to be inside that loop and inside that condition as well. Uh, so it always happens regardless of whether these whether like this check whether this roll passes, whether this roll succeeds or not. It will still happen regardless of that. But if this whole thing never evaluates, then we don't mark that player as having participated. So yeah, and then so let's all right. So I move the break statement down to the end of it, so that it'll do this before it breaks. This why is this indented? Oh, because that's the else. Right. Yes. Okay. That's supposed to be indented. Okay. Um, so let's figure out why it's not marking adlibs as adlibby. I think I know. I have a hunch, anyways. Um, so the part where we save that is probably fine. We probably like we're saving it as not being adlib, but that's probably fine because it probably isn't adlib. Like it probably doesn't know that it's adlib, and so saving it as not adlib is going to be like technically correct in this case. And it's because we're not going by we're not going by whether the event is adlib. We're going by whether the participation is adlib, and we're never actually setting the participation to be adlib. So where would we do that? Like where do we set participation list multi? Let's just look at places where we deal with the participation list, because it'll be the same place that we set it as multi. We'll want to be setting it as as adlib. So this is not where we're dealing with it. Not per se. It has to be like where we're creating the event, right? Or yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I mean, it would make entire sense if we were doing it at the very end, like when it makes sense if we were doing it at the very end, like when we're actually processing the end of the event, because the participation list doesn't even exist until the end of the event. I don't think. Uh, but anyways, let's. Oh, so there's a lot of stuff that's probably not working because like there are at least a few things that require participation stuff to have been ad lib. Um, so yeah, so again, these are all just places that we reference like what participation is. They're not the places that we actually set what participation is. Okay, participation list 0 dot players. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, this is just for I forget why I do this, but this is just because I guess we reference participation stuff even for the we reference participation even for prescripted events. I don't remember why exactly, but I guess we're supposed to do that for some reason. Um, All right, so we set participation stuff when we load the data in. Maybe we never do. Maybe we never actually set participation as multi either. Maybe this is just something that I completely kind of spaced on. And oh, there we go. Okay, no, so yeah. Uh, okay, yeah, no, for multi we do remember to do it. We do it the same time we do new ev. So new participation ID. Oh, so where's the part where we set whether the event is adlib? Oh, we do it out here. Oh, interesting. Why do we do it out here? Huh. Is there any problem? Like, is there any reason that we don't? Oh, right. We don't do this until whatever. I have like this check redundant a bunch of times, but I'm just gonna just once again I'm just gonna say if new ev dot adlib actually no, I don't even have to say that. I can just say participation new ev participation ID. I can just say the adlib value of the participation equals the adlib value of new ev because they are always going to be the same. So that's fine. I was going to put in another conditional statement, but there's no real point. Okay, so now that should work fine. Can't really test that until after we restart the script. But okay, let's now we can yeah, what should we do now? We can so I'll want to restart the script at some point in order to test stuff, but I guess we can test multi in the time for the time being because yeah, Twitter is kind of well, no, just the late part of Twitter is not going to work correctly until I restart the script because we just fixed it. Um, but a lot of the other stuff should work fine. Wow, we've been having a lot of birthdays lately. Is there another bug that's causing like too much passive value? No, it's probably just the remnants of that other bug. Just the lingering history of that other bug. Uh, Sorry, I'm just like looking, just in case. Just in case. Okay, let's So let's do what then? Let's test multi, I guess. Test multi adlib events. So yeah, I guess oh, which way did we go? I forget. I should probably keep track of those things. Deeper. Apparently we go deeper. Or actually, yeah, no, I guess. Okay, so the last event was like you land safely at the depths of pitch dark crevasse. The ground is slanted, leading upwards or deeper into the mountain. Um, and the result was that upwards technically had more influence with 53%, but deeper got like a perfect outcome with 47%. So I guess hypothetically, the way to interpret that, like the way I intended that to be interpreted when like putting the system together was that deeper like kind of had like well, yeah, no, I'm a jerk. I keep like if I don't check myself, I accidentally write these I accidentally write these like events to like just represent like forks in the road, and there's no good way to resolve that. So I really have to just stop doing that. Is like really what I should be doing. But no, because yeah, I guess like technically like in that case upwards technically won, but like perfect like upwards won the vote but had uh, a less successful outcome. So like I don't know. I guess maybe I can justify this. Maybe like maybe that just means that like you found something shiny on the deeper path, but then you ended up going upwards or something like that. Like I kind of have to. I haven't like played through like all of the various like possible outcomes of like all the various event types. So I kind of I yeah that's something that I kind of still am figuring out. I'm in the process of figuring out. So let's say uh, the so the uh, so the dwarves one of the dwarves recognizes uh, the uh, the tunnels and takes or and leads the way uh, back to light. I guess I don't know. Why is this a multi-event? The the I guess I should actually like set the stage. Yeah, I guess I should like I guess my job as GM is like to basically like provide world for players to interact with. So I end up doing a lot of storytelling. Um, which maybe I kind of I guess that's not necessarily bad because like that is also like another aspect of like what I'm trying to accomplish, but I I shouldn't let it interfere with like what is like my actual job as of GM, which is to well, no, actually, yeah, no, actually, no, that's bad because like it's not that's not bad because storytelling is like kind of like the overall goal, but then like the sub goal, I guess, is to provide like detailed like the I don't know. If you can tell, I've not been GM much. This still feels very new to me. But okay. Uh, uh, so the way is lined with strange minerals and fungal growth. Is that over? Yay! Look. All right. Like I don't know. Whatever. So this is adlib and multi, which is not something I've done before. So let's see what that does. I guess. Well, so for yeah, I mean my goal here is to just to make sure that it doesn't like die. That to make sure that the script doesn't like explode. So so I guess I don't need bin rebot yet. I'll say uh, uh, I poke at uh, the poofy shrooms uh, and I guess gawk at the shiny stones. Doop-a-doop. So let's see if all that registers. So yeah, it got everyone single player. Okay, good. It did. It got gawk and poke. Right? Wait, where's poke? Oh no, wait, poofy. Oh, well, whoops. I did that stupidly. I did gawk and poofy instead of, okay, whatever. I don't care. So yeah, so then like let's say bin rebot will say I pluck several poofy shrooms pluck I can totally spell several poofy shrooms. Oh cool, okay. In case they fetch a good sell price, I guess. So, all right. I mean, like, yeah. So by all accounts, like, this should all work. This should all just work. So, yeah, good, delightful. All right. So, what is this event type? Hadn't really considered that. So, I'm kind of cheating. I'm using two accounts, and I'm using my. All right, I'm cheating, but so I'll say this is event type. I'll say it's event type 1, I guess. Just because why not? Hey, wow, it turned out nice, super nice, nice gawk, nice dig. Oh, dig was one of the options. Who chose dig? Wait, how did dig win? Ooh, that's weird. Dig was not supposed to win. Unless I'm missing something. Like, dig only had 1 vote. It was supposed to be Sell, Poofy, and Gawk. Because these all had 2. And yet somehow... hey, Janice! Yeah, no, it's only supposed to... Hey, Emilio! How's it going? Welcome. It's only... welcome. It is only supposed to take 3, because like hypothetically, this list could go like if because there's literally no limit, especially with multi. Because with multi, like I could have just like any one person with multi can just like rattle off like these things, like they could just like blah, 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 they could say like literally all of them, and by all of them, there is no limit, right? They could just keep saying action tags, and so there is a limit, and the limit is supposed to be 3. However, it's supposed to pick the 3 most popular, and I don't know why that didn't happen. Because like so it was that right? Like the stuff we were seeing on screen was correct, right? It was like if I look back over the chat log, only 1 person chose dig, right? Only Marty chose dig, whereas 2 people chose Poofy, 2 people chose gawk, and 2 people chose sell. So it should have chosen gawk, Poofy, and Cell. And so let's find out why that did not happen. Yeah. So let's say where would that happen? Yeah, so that'd be what we were working on yesterday actually, which is weird because like I mean maybe like multi must be something. Multi must be having like some adverse effects that I'm not thinking of otherwise. Your influence is too high. I think your influence is actually probably normal. I mean, we can check. Right, so we have the action parts deactivated. Yeah, and actually it's not a bad idea to be checking influence because All right, so a few people have slightly too low influence, but that's still within a reasonable range. Espresso Bear, yeah. So a few people have slightly too low influence, but it's probably just because of the changes that we made recently. And a few people have slightly too high influence. But again, that also can be normal. Except for this. Binrybot got struck by this bug, apparently. Because Binrybot right now has, oh, that's actually not necessarily a bug. No, that is, because we corrected these values. So yeah, Binrybot got struck by the, gain a million, influence points bug. Which is so weird. Why is that happening? Everyone else like is only off by a little bit. Um, hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna make this check a little more tolerant. I'm gonna for the high, it's only gonna be. I'm still gonna use 1 point. Whoops. Yeah. PyCharm. PyCharm. All right, I'm still gonna use 1.5 for like the for what we set it to, but I'm actually gonna use like 1.25, or yeah, I'm gonna use 1.15 for what we set it to, but I'm gonna use 1.25 for the filter just so we stop getting all these like false positives. Let's run this again. Yeah, because now it'll only show us the ones that are like particularly noticeable. So Progressive V might have gotten hit by this bug, but it's hard to tell because it happened on like a much smaller scale, and so I'm not really worried about that. Yeah, also for the low, I'm gonna make it so that we're also a little more lenient, so we don't worry about. So if experience times, or if 1.15 times experience is less than level experience, so like the ones that are just like slightly fluky, we're not gonna worry about. So yeah, okay. So yeah, huh. Did this player actually get hit by the low bug? It's hard to tell. Yeah, I think that I don't want to change the range of the low. Well, I guess I can change it a little bit. I'll change it to like 1.25, I guess. Is it still going to get hit by 1.25? Okay. Yeah, so I guess these players probably did actually get. It's hard to tell with this one. Like 51 is significantly higher than 35, but it's not like in the thousands, right? Like Binrybots is in the thousands, whereas it should be at like 103 ish. So Binrybot clearly got struck by something. Let's look into that, right? Because that's why we put that check in there, is to well, okay. So I want to figure out like all right. I'll write a note to myself about the other thing. So like about the other thing, like why did so why did it pick what was it? It picked dig instead of why did it pick dig instead of sell? Instead of sell. And that was for adlib multi. It's probably not related to multi, but no, actually it might be. Yeah, it might be related to multi. We'll see. All right, so oh, I don't save this. I keep accidentally hitting Control S reflexively, but I don't intend to do that. Yeah, let's look at Binrybot's history of influence. So Binrybot hasn't been doing much. Binrybot has been leaving and entering the channel, which I do suspect is somehow related to all of this. I wonder if it has something to do with like re-adding the player if they haven't left yet, or something. No, that wouldn't really make sense. Because I was just thinking like, what? Maybe it's like doubling the influence. Like maybe like there's a weird bug where it like accidentally like instead of setting their influence, it like plus equals the influence which might already exist, which would, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. Uh, so BinRebot took an action, and yeah. So what was BinRebot's influence here? BinRebot's influence was only 114. So this is before the bug struck. So again, the game knows that the influence value is correct, and yet it saves it wrong. Like, what on earth? How on earth is that happening? It knows it knows the correct influence value. It knows that it's supposed to be 114. Sorry, I'm just gonna hit away mode real quick, and BinRebot is gonna participate in an event, and it's just to see like what just to see what what the what what the what. All right, orcs time. Oh, what's the you know, it's really important information that came to light yesterday was with the Twitch emotes. There's an orc emote, and I need to know what it is just because it's hilarious to use in that context. Where is it? Smork. 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 There we go. That was really important. It was really important, you guys. Um, are there others I should know about? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Okay. All right. So yeah. So, because like it's saving. So if you look at BinRebot's data right now, I like that it's happening to one of my accounts, so that I don't have to keep using like other players randomly as the example. If we look at BinRebot's experience right now, it says BinRebot has 1,226 experience, and huh. I wonder if there's a player in the simulation that actually has that much influence. Like, is it just using another player's influence value accidentally? Let's see, because like it should be someone in this list, because these are the other players in the simulation. Whoops. So what was it? It was 12. It was like, I don't know why I keep closing Notepad++ and opening like Notepad. So it was 1226. Is there a player with 1226? I hope so, because otherwise, oh, LifeO has 1226. So it's saving. Oh, so maybe that's the up bug and the down bug. It's saving the wrong players. It's saving players' influences as other players' influence values. Sometimes. Okay, so did it... So it goes back to normal. Oh. Okay. That's great. Well, then... Huh. Okay. Okay. That's helpful. That's really good to know. Because now we know where these crazy numbers are coming from. Wouldn't that be cool if we can now fix it? I mean, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but wouldn't that be cool if now we can fix it? So like, yeah, let's look at the place where it's writing this stuff, because I know one thing that I could do that could reduce ambiguity. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's something that I should have to do, but it's something that I can just be like much more deliberate about. Because there's this one point where we're writing this data that, oh, I think we do it after the main loop. There's this part where we're writing the data, and it's just like we're just looping in one way, and we can just loop in a different way instead. Because right now we're just saying for li in process exp gains keys, but instead we could just say we can say process gains equals the minimum between between uh, the length of process exp gains dot keys and 5. So it only does 5 if the length is longer than 5, but if there's only 5, then it just does 5. And then instead, so we can, instead of saying for li in process exp gains keys, we can just say for I in range count, we can just say wait, why is, I swear I did not type that. I swear that was just the keyboard acting creepy. So for I in range count, instead we can say li equals process gains keys, no, process, wait, how do I do this? I could change the format of process exp gains. Oh no, I'm doing it as a dictionary, so that way each player only has a single entry. So how do I want to do this? I guess like yeah, we'll just say li equals process exp gains keys index 0 or index -1, and then we'll just say n gain equals pop li. Yeah, this is slightly awkward, but I don't know, if it fixes it, that'd be delightful. And like fixing it's the important part. So yeah, again, I don't know why. Maybe I should use 0. I should use 0 instead, I guess. Wait, keys just go like in alphabetical order or something? So I guess it's really arbitrary which I use. So I should use -1. No, it literally really doesn't matter which one I use. I don't know. Whatever, this is fine. So why is it ending? Oh, why isn't it ending the events? What do you mean? Oh, because I have it in. Oh, it is ending the events. I just have it in OA mode, so it was just making events go really fast. Yeah, right. So you reach an old stately manor, faded with age. It looks abandoned. Will you look around the perimeter, knock on the front gate, or take this opportunity to regroup? People chose to look, and so it says, Trusty Bard says, the stone wall encircling the property leads around the cemetery set atop a hill before a sprawling vista. Nice look. So that was the end of the event. And see, so now we came to a peaceful meadow. Many lovely bouquets were made. So it's ending events. It is. And like for the orcs, we assisted the orcs in pushing back the null forces, etc., etc. So it is. Yesterday there was a bug where it wasn't ending the events, and that was fun. That was tons of fun. But it's doing it correctly today, as far as I can tell. He's told the results for literally every event, Yakumus. Maybe your chat is broken, because like I'm looking at chat right now and he said literally everyone. Name an event and I'll tell you how it turned out. So let's yeah, so I guess this is a fine re-implementation of what we were doing before. I mean, the other thing I could do is I could just change how process exp gains is kept. I could just change it. Like right now it's a dictionary. No, I guess it kind of makes sense to have it as a dictionary. So I'll see if this works. I'll see if this is better. And I actually will restart the script now because this is a serious bug and I need it to get fixed ASAP. Plus, then I'll be able to I'll be able to test those other things that we hopefully fixed. And I guess actually while I'm waiting for the script to reset, I will I'll take a look at that multi bug that we were seeing earlier, because if I can fix it quickly before we restart the script, then that would be convenient. So excuse me. Sorry, I was just thinking there actually is another way that we can do the. There's a way that we don't have to make the process XP gains a dictionary. Like the reason we're making it a dictionary is because like there are several steps where we check who gains experience and for what, and so it's convenient to just go by instead of putting like multiple entries for the same player, we just take that player's entry and edit it. Um, the the thing that we could do though is we could just process all of that stuff before we even add it to the thing, and then just add it as an individual entry. Although that would be weird. We'd have to use like an intermediary step because like the way we process it is we're looping over the player list multiple times, or like we're looping over the player list and then we're like checking, like I don't know. It's weird. Um, it probably wouldn't be that bad. So if this doesn't fix it, then we can just do that. Like that'd be fine. So, oh, actually, yeah. So while the script is down, let's see if anyone's affected by this bug. So now it says Binrybot's influence is too high, but I don't care. All right, it's not saying anyone's is too low. It's just saying some players are too high. So like I said, I don't try and nerf players if they get a little slight advantage from like a bug that works in their favor. So I'm just gonna call this like okay, and not worry about it. I'm not gonna close that script because I'm not that confident in the fix, but we'll see. All right, so I'll restart the script in just a moment, and in the meantime, right, I said I was gonna look at the um, multi. So this is where so basically something's going awry with how we're setting up the top list, which is weird because we're using the same. Oh yeah. So yesterday we did this finalist pairing thing, which is a script that just it puts together fake data and checks that we are sorting the top list appropriately. But what if the top list is somehow wrong? What if we're putting together the top list somehow wrong? That's something that this script wouldn't check. Because as far as I could tell, this script was working. Because like okay, so the protocols are supposed to be that it goes first with the ones that get the highest number of votes. But in the case that the third, so it picks the three with the highest number of votes. But in the case that like the third and the fourth, like in this case, the third, the fourth, and the fifth all had 2 votes. And so it doesn't just randomly pick whichever one like is at the start of the list. Instead, it checks what is the influence values of all of those things, and then it picks. So ultimately, it picked typing, sleep, and run. So between words, run, and potato, I chose such stupid words. It chose run. If we look, run had 13 influence points. Potato only had 7 influence points, and words had how many points? Words had 9. So it did choose correctly. So this part we tested yesterday, and this part was working correctly. So I don't think it's actually happening here. So that makes me suspect top list itself. Top list, append action dictionary. So I guess like I could just maybe I'll just print top lists. Maybe I won't try and fix it just yet. Maybe I'll just see what is happening here. Because if top list is just in the wrong order, then there's not really any saving it. There's no yeah, we can't really. Well, so yeah, right. So there's nothing that we can change in here that would make it better. No, but I mean, it's not like it's beyond help. It would just mean that we're doing something wrong here. So I wonder if this doesn't have something to do with how we're like tabulating the action dictionary, because like the top list is based initially on the action dictionary, right? Oh wait, it's based initially on the influence dictionary. Wait a second. Oh, is that true? Oh, maybe there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe that was actually correct. It's only in the case that Oh, yikes. It's whoops. Wow, it's only in the case that it's event type 4 or 5 that we actually set top list. Yowza, I forgot about that. So maybe that was fine. Maybe it was, yeah, maybe like who was it? Marty. Was it like, yeah, like maybe like what Marty said, maybe it was just because Marty has very high influence. And what event type was that? Event type 1, I think. Yeah, so that would, okay, so maybe that does make sense actually. I huh. I hmm. Maybe that's good. Maybe that is good. Um all right. I guess yeah, sure. I'll just remember that. And so there wasn't a bug. And I guess I don't have to print top list. Although I guess I am somewhat curious to see it, so that's not a bad idea. I'm gonna do that anyways. Uh Weird. Okay. So if we fixed it, we fixed it by just realizing that it wasn't broken in the first place. It's the power of positive thinking, I suppose. Um, so let's what else? What else have we got going on here? Uh, so yeah, we answered that question. Um, is that weird? Is it weird that we're doing it that way? No, I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. It's funny. I thought about this a lot yesterday, and I came to the opposite decision that it was fine how it was when I thought it was the other way. Was this the thing? I remember yesterday I was saying like there was something that like it's fine either way, and so I don't have a good reason why I'm doing it except that I'm doing it this way. And then maybe if this is not what I was talking about yesterday, this is another one of those situations, or maybe this is what I specifically addressed as such yesterday. Um, all right, so I don't know of any other like weird bugs necessarily, so I'm gonna rerun the script, and then oops, that's the wrong script. I'm going to rerun the script, and let's hope the influence thing like just never breaks ever again. Let's just hope it's magically perfect forever. Let's hope. Let's not hold our breath, but let's hope. um, so yeah, and then yeah, so we were testing stuff, and okay, so yeah, now as far as I can tell, um, the testing of multi then worked fine. We tested multi and it worked fine, in fact. Let's check the, so if we look at the participation data for that event, it should be flagged, excuse me, it should be flagged correctly as multi. Um, and then it shouldn't, oops, let's go to, what was it, participation data for the most recent one. Yes, so it was not flagged as adlib because we still had that bug kicking around, but it was flagged as multi, so that's good. And gawk dig poofy, yay. Um, hmm. Yeah. Uh, do I want to save more data than this? Like we only saved the three. We only saved the top three, but I might want to do like a slightly longer list. Like I might want to. No, this is probably fine. This is fine. This is fine. I'm gonna call this fine. Uh, yeah. Okay. This is fine. I was just thinking, like, because the way Twitter works, like, it might be advantageous to to like to save more of that data in order to correctly process like yeah the tweets that come in, the tweets that were on time but got processed late, like I could be a little more, like I could do a few things to handle those a little bit better, but like I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, I'm just not gonna worry about that part of it, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Um. So I huh. I one of the things that like back when we first added Twitter, one of the things that like I'd been talking about was like the length of the events. Like I was thinking like for Twitter, it's advantageous to have the events run longer because Twitter operates on like a slightly longer time scale. Twitter operates on a really cool time scale where it can operate like on basically like any time scale. Like you can be reading Twitter actively and like, engaging with it as if it was like a chat service almost, or you can like, treat it, well, it's kind of like texting, right? It like has that like, you can use it as a chat service or you can use it as like a longer scale messaging type of thing. And so while I think even when you use it as like a messaging type service sort of thing, it's still not quite on the same tight time scale as like Twitch chat, for example. So like even though the timing I like for Twitch chat, for Twitter, I just want to like pull it out and like stretch it out a little bit longer. Like right now it's like 2 minutes and 15 seconds, I think. But like if it was just like 5 minutes, like I feel like that would be better. Um, if we could get it out to like 7 minutes, that would be like, ooh, that'd be great. So, one of the things that I'd considered before, briefly, I really shouldn't be talking about like new features because like I still have to finish implementing these features. But I'm just thinking ahead a little bit. Um, One thing that'd be neat would be to add like basically like something that can happen in the middle of an event so that the event doesn't feel like a so because right now if like I just pushed the conclusion of the event out, it would feel like there's events start out exciting and then they just kind of like peter out and then they get exciting at the end again. But like I want it to be like more consistent. So like I just need like a tent pole to like go in the middle. So like right now if I want to get it to like 5 minutes long, I need to put a tent pole at like the 2 minutes 30 second mark or like somewhere thereabouts. And that's not that hard because I can basically what I could do is I could just put like an intermediary thing where Trusty Bard like says in chat like what's the current state of affairs, like what's winning, what's doing, what basically like a oh, Pema, hey, how's it going, welcome. uh Jam Override is do you remember Signal Jam? Jam Override is kind of the opposite of Signal Jam. In Signal Jam, we all work together to make a game live on stream. Jam Override, anyone who wants to, it's entirely voluntary, but anyone who wants to can ask, and I will give that person a game to make for the jam. And then they have to go make that game for the jam. And yeah, so that's the gist. Um, and oh, it's the manner again. There are protocols to make it so that you don't get the same event too many times in a row. But if I restart the script, it doesn't know what events happened the last time we ran the script, which is why that happens. Whoops. Um, no, nope. Everyone, I'll probably for Jam Override, it's entirely to my whim. So I I if you, even if the same person asks me the same question twice, I don't guarantee to give the same answer twice. Yeah, because for the people who are participating, I'm actually trying to encourage people to make as few decisions as possible, and instead ask me. Like if they feel like they need to make a decision, instead of making the decision, I'm encouraging them to ask me, and I'll give them an answer. And yeah, right. So kind of like it's like yeah. So basically, anything we do for Signal Jam, just think of the opposite, and that's what we do for Jam Override. Tycoon, yeah, we were just explaining what is Jam Override. Jam Override is like the opposite of Signal Jam. I won't spend too much time explaining, but I'll get back to work. But Jam Override is like the opposite of Signal Jam, where anyone who wants to participate can ask me what game to make. I will tell them what game to make, and then they can ask me Well, the games aren't for me. The games are not for me. Like, I mean, I'll be making decisions about these games, but I'm not going to be making like, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. I'll be making decisions based on like what I think would be an interesting challenge, or what I think would would like kind of like so like if you ask me like, oh, should I do this or should I do that for the game, the answer that I'll probably give you is the one that I think will make for a more interesting project. So yeah, of course it's me. Like, I'm a human, and I'm prone to bias and opinion, as all humans are. But I'll try like not to just like be like, oh, gimme, gimme, gimme. Like, I'll try and at least make it like uh, make it a little bit more like interest like interesting for other people, not just interesting for me. Okay. Uh, so like I said, yeah, anyone who wants to participate, let me know, and just start asking me questions. I'll tell you exactly what to do. um, what today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Yesterday was March 30th. Oh, so March went out like a lamb, apparently, right? Because March comes in like a lion, out like a lamb, and yesterday was the last day of March, so it went out like a lamb. It's out like a lamb day. It's the lamb is gone day, right? That's what it is. Today's the lamb is gone day, right? Okay. Uh, um, so, uh, so what am I? I'm just like clicking on random things right now. I have like nothing. I'm like not doing anything. Okay, so multi ad lib, that seemed to go okay. I should still test tweets though. I still test like late participation. Oh, which I can do for the. I can just late participation for. Oh no I can't, because the bug where it wasn't registering as ad lib. So I need to make at least one more ad lib event. Okay, cool. What do you want? What are you making, Tycoon? Could you make a hmm. I don't know. I'm not thinking about just here. I'll like I said, I make no guarantees about like what'll be the consistency of my answers. But I'm gonna use a writing prompt uh generator, because I'm gonna have to be coming up with a lot of ideas. So wait, what is this? No, writing prompt generator. Uh, so yeah, so for your game, I'll give you a theme first. I guess the theme of the theme of your for the theme of Jam Override for you will be it will be the feeling of like disorientation when you first wake up. That's the theme of your jam. The slightly like groggy feeling you like when like you're awake but like you're not like in the world yet. That's the theme of your jam. And the maybe I'll give you that to start with. I'll give you that to start with, and then when you feel like you need to make a decision about the project, which could be now. If you need more decisions made right now, I can do that. But yeah, it's yeah. I guess that is a little specific, but like I mean, it's a theme, right? It's not a dictate. Like, the game doesn't have to be about sleeping, and it doesn't even have to be about like waking up or anything like that. It just that's like the yeah. I don't know. Uh, I did a kappa in chat earlier. Uh, wait, what was it that someone did earlier? Uh, oh yeah, wait, how does it? Is it? Wait, what is it that? How come sometimes they show up as faces and sometimes they show up as question marks? Yeah, what is that about? Is it just random? I don't know what that's about. um, okay. So What was I working on? What was I supposed to be doing right now? Let's say no, right, yeah. So I was making right. I was supposed to, sorry. I was supposed to make another uh oh, like with the oh, that's delightful. Sorry, I just I'm just having too much fun with the chat right now. This is delightful. Uh, Romance Central. Yeah, I didn't actually play it yet, but it seemed cool. I actually talked to a friend at PAX East, and I was like, "Man, like, why have you been crunching so much lately? Like, are you crunching on Rock Band already?" And he was like, no, actually, I've been crunching on an April Fool's joke." And that was what was that? Like, that was like a month ago. He was like, he was really into it. Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet, but I imagine a fair amount of work went into it. Um, okay. So, oh yeah, I need to ad lib another event. So yeah, so uh, uh, you reach the Great Bazaar, or so the tunnel paths give way to. I know we're like in the forest right now, and it looks like we're in the forest and we're transitioning to the mountains, but just pretend we emerged from the cave or whatever. So, how long is Jam Override going to last? Um, I was thinking it would be until the end of the week, so it would be like by end of day Friday would be the deadline. But because I get to make all the decisions for this jam, I will consider extension uh, requests if you feel you need an extension for the project. Right, the tunnel paths give way, or the tunnel paths open to the great dwarven city of Gur Gurglebugs. Gur uh, uh, Gur Gurglebugs. Yes. um, you enter through the great. I already said great. Uh, you enter through the bazaar, lined with. Oh, technically we should be in the village, right? Maybe I'll teleport us to the village after this. Lined with shops and food. Lined with shops. Food carts and games, I guess. So this will be ad lib and multi and 132 characters. Cool. All right, so so I need to be testing. I need to test late participation via Twitter for this event. That is my goal for this event. Want to see something created for the beach house thing? I sure do. Yeah. For those of you who are unfamiliar, Zero Maverick is planning a beach house thing. I won't give away any details in case they're a secret, but I'll just say it's a cool thing, and maybe Zero Maverick will tell us more about it in chat. Maybe we'll find out. um, so yeah, let's do what? I mean, I guess we're just this is an event and it's happening, and we can like participate and stuff, and then that's awesome. That's fantastic. This is the I'll just show that on the main screen. Copy link address. If my clipboard will work. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Top notch. Well, that really that's the gist. That's you see that image and you know what's up. I like that. I think that looks great. I like how Mega Man is like shooting a beach ball at Link, kind of, almost. Maybe the beach ball is just there, but it almost looks like he charged up his shot and it became a beach ball. uh, okay, so yeah, so this event can run for. So yeah, I don't know. This will be like event type 1, I guess. Maybe I'll do event type 4. Wait, I'm gonna do event type 4 because I just want to make sure that that sorting thing that we're doing is working correctly. And so as we saw, that only actually happens on events type 4 and 5. So yeah, let's say no, you know what? Maybe I should do it the other way. Maybe I should switch it so that we always go by number of yeah, I might want to do it so that we always go by like number of participants first and then influence as a secondary factor. Yeah, I think I might want to do that. I won't worry about that right now, but yeah, right. Okay, so sorry. Just before this event, and so um I want to so I um so like at the so wait so there's games, food, some of them say I eat uh delicious delicious, I can spell, games, play a variety of foods, and wait, what were the other things? I forget. I even forget what this event was, and it really doesn't matter. I'm just testing this, so it doesn't. Um, uh, I uh, I buy I buy lots of small trinkets, and oh wait, I guess this wouldn't even really be testing the thing that I wanted to test. So yeah, maybe I don't care. Okay, I'll just conclude the event. It was event type 4, excellent work, perfect games, perfect food, 10-10, or 50-50 as it is. And then, right, yeah, so the thing that I actually wanted to test, the thing that I find more interesting is the late reply. So let's go to this event. Well, I guess I should check if I should check if like the participation data actually saved correctly. All right, so it did recognize that it was both multi and ad lib. So cool. Then so let's say so like oh yeah, so it's ad lib. So I should probably test like something very ad libby. So I won't use games or food as the action tags. I'll say so I'll I want to get my fortune, or I seek out a fortune teller to get a reading. Sure. All right. So now when Trusty Bard checks his Twitter account, which is just one of my favorite phrases, just just the fact that like I don't know. I tried to make Trusty Bard kind of like a cliche, not cliche, but like I kind of like made him try like follow some of the tropes of like fantasy genre type stuff. So it just really delights me that he has a Twitter account. Okay, so we checked it, and hmm. Oh, oh, interesting. Okay, so I think it did work now because it didn't add experience, but it did say tweet late 0. How much were those? How much were those actions worth? Wait a second. Wait, why did it come up as 0? It shouldn't have come up as 0. Because the value of this... Oh, maybe I'm not setting the value correctly for the... Wait, let me look. It did save it correctly. It saved it correctly as 1. You're only supposed to get... Like, there is a chance that you get 0. But that's only if the value of the event is less than 1. Because if the value of the event is less than 1, we don't do, like, fractional experience. I might actually change to doing fractional experience. Because I was thinking, like, I might want to do fractional experience. But right now, instead of doing fractional experience, we just like do a coin flip. So yeah, so we're saving it correctly. We're saving participation. Save string. So late chance. Oh, we're just using late chance. We're not actually setting a value. Yeah, that would explain it. Right. 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 So if I restarted the script, it would work actually correctly. I might... Instead of retesting everything, I might just restart the script. No, I mean, I should test it. No, it'll get tested. Nah, whatever. Okay. So, so if curve participation ID is greater than 0, then so yeah, we'll say, am I making that mistake with any other stuff? Because that's very similar to the mistake that I was making with like the well, it's not exactly the same mistake, but I don't know. All right, so right, let's say participation was it participation list participation ID dot value equals late chance, and then yeah, we can just, I guess we can still save it as late chance, but I mean, because what we really want to be saving here is this value, but they're equivalent. Yeah, whatever. I'll just replace it. Okay. Okay. And then right. So for starters, I'm just going to hack the datas. I'll do that later. This is probably enough testing for now. And that I know every test has failed so far, but like, I'm confident that the next one will just work. Value is the value that we use for that criteria, right? I mean, it kind of has to be. Let's see where I reference this phrase. Oh, these are the only 2 references to it. All right, fine then. Where are the other places that I reference dot value? Cur value. Yeah, okay. Okay, good. Yeah, right. So this is the place where... So what I did is I rolled the dice to see whether it counted or not. But what happened is value had been set at 0, so we automatically failed the dice roll. And so it just evaluated down tweet late, and so it did not award any experience, and so on and so forth. So, all right. That's fine. And then let's okay, yeah, let's continue on. Are there other things that I need to test while the script is still running? Or, I mean, because I kind of want to test that once the script restarts. But I feel like these are both working pretty well at this point. So I can start working on like the other features being, yeah, right now there's no way for a chat GM to initiate an ad lib. And I've been thinking about like, how do I want to do this? How do I want to handle this? Because I have a few options. Like what I do with the secret panel, I might want to do for the I'm not sure which is going to be more awkward for the GM. I want to make it less as not awkward as possible. I want to make it not awkward. Um, so the two main options are like, okay, so if you want to make a if you want to make an ad lib event, no, why do I keep opening Notepad? I have Notepad plus plus open right there, but whatever. Okay, no, I need to break that habit. Okay, so if you want to make an event, you say like hark, you say hark. Uh, I could just change hark. It could be like something other than hark, but no, that's blah 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 blah. Okay, um, so hark. Uh, oh, wait, sorry. This is like not directly related to what I was just thinking about, but you know what I want to do more so than ever is oh, did I put it in limbo? Huh. Is there a search? Oh, there is a search function. Text. Beef of text filtering. On-screen text. Where's this? Oh, it's in limbo. Yeah, I want to do this more than ever. Is I want to wait, what? Move it to future. Uh, because I think this is going to be an important thing. Uh, I think it is. It's something I haven't really been tackling, but it's something I want to tackle. So, you know, my favorite part about the April Fool's Kappa gray face thing is it's like freaking out my Better Twitch TV. Like Better Twitch TV can usually tell me like what the word is to get a particular emote to appear, and it doesn't work with the April Fool's thing. Maybe it was a concerted April Fool's thing. All right. Okay, sorry. Um, so yeah, Hark. You like find a uh, burrito on the ground. It's still wrapped and not not even partially eaten. Probably. Uh, so if this is, I don't know. If this was if this is the event, then well, I could just have it like as this is the this what that's how you spell burrito, right? It's telling me I should autocorrect it to Burton, but no, I'm pretty sure that's how you spell burrito. It might not be. I might have spelled it wrong, but Burton, pff, no. You find a Burton on the ground, no. Um, uh, so oh, is it because I'm on Chrome? I assumed it was because I was on because I had better Twitch TV. But on Chrome, it tells me that the gray question mark face is Kappa and gray face is the Kappa face. But I don't know. When I actually used those in chat, it didn't show up that way. So something's I don't know. Something's borked, but whatever. Uh, yeah. So I could have it that the GM just says this, and then it recognizes that there aren't any action tags, and so it automatically makes it ad lib. I could do it that way, but then the thing about that is that like if you accidentally like typo one of your action tags, uh, then it will force it to be ad lib. Maybe that's fine. Maybe I should just do the ad lib implicitly like that. I do it for the panel for the secret panel. I do it the other way, and I guess I do it the other way because it is different for the secret panel. Because right now, like if I don't have ad lib checked and I forget to add action tags, like if I don't have action tags and I just do create event, it doesn't do anything. It just tells me in chat not enough action tags, or it tells me in the debug output. I don't know if that's on screen. I don't know if you can see it, but it does. The difference between the secret panel and the GM controls in chat though are that like chat you can't take back, right? Like if the GM like inserts a typo like anywhere, like that text still goes through. The game like generally tries to accommodate that as best it can. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess I can make it so if there aren't enough action tags, it automatically makes it an ad lib event. But like, then should I put in a way for the GM to correct it in case it's not supposed to be ad lib, or what? I don't know. I don't know. um, so so that's a question, I guess. um, I'll just do the first thing first, and then yeah, because the first thing is actually pretty easy. The first thing is just oh yeah, wait, hold on. There's something to the first one, but it's actually no. The first one should be pretty easy, right? So let's go to the part where the GM can initiate chat controls and stuff, which is uh, where is it? It's here? No, where am I? No, okay, yeah, no, it's slightly further up. It's here. All right, so hark. Right now we check. Right, so we just check if. Right, so right now it's just if the event doesn't work, Trusty Bar just says like, pardon, what actions would you suggest? So I'm gonna change it so that that's not how that works. I'm gonna change it so that regardless of what you do, or regardless of the length of research, um, it'll still create the event and everything. Excuse me, it'll still create the event and everything. The difference will just be that it just doesn't do it doesn't do this stuff that it does specifically for events with actions. So yeah, so let's cut. Oh, I will change though what gets said. So the say Q thing will actually be different. So cut this, put this here, like outside of that conditional statement, because this is going to happen regardless now. And then, so instead of, oh, so yeah, so what we have to do here now, though, is we'll say new ev dot adlib equals true, and true spelled correctly, and and then all right. So we'll still say write O to action. We'll say write O to action. And then everyone. Or like, well, actually, we won't say to action. We'll just say write O. So like write O. And then we'll say, oops, oh gosh, what's happening? Everyone, everyone, choose your own action. Oh, and action will be a fake, because that's what we do. Oh, whoops, that close quotation mark was supposed to be there, or close parenthesis was supposed to be there. Oh yeah, so everyone choose your own action. So write O GM, everyone choose your own action, exclamation point. Sure, okay. That doesn't really matter, but, and then, oh yeah, so then last thing, new ev dot fake equals action. I just like, I don't know, for adlib, like, because I say like pound action, like I don't want people to just like accidentally mistake that as something that they should be saying back. So like, just to intentionally discourage it, I just make sure that it never actually registers as a valid action. It's a little harsh, I guess, maybe, but wait, what is this invalid wander business? Oh yeah, my hunch was correct. It's trying to wander from the mountains to the mountains for some reason. Um, Yeah, we saw this. We saw we saw this print happen yesterday or the day before, I forget. And I was like, why? Like, it tried to do an invalid wander, or it gave us this invalid wander print, and then it just like didn't change environments at all. And so it was like, wait, it's trying to go from the same environment to the same environment, isn't it? And I don't like it shouldn't that shouldn't even get called. We can go look at what's happening there. Like, not that it's a bad thing. It's just like, it's just a stupid print that like resolves itself. But like, why is it even why is it even trying to do that? Is I guess what I don't understand. Um, all right, let's. Oh, I can take out these init things because like these prints were supposed to be helpful, and then the bug that they were trying to help unravel didn't even happen. So, yeah. All right. Let's let's do what? All right. So yeah, that's actually I think that's satisfactory for GM stuff now. Uh, the GM chat commands I think now work correctly. Because yeah, the only things I wanted to change were, that it generated the event instead of like filtering it out and like not doing so, and then that it uh, that it that Trusty Bard said the right thing. That Trusty Bard said the everyone choose your own action. Because I just feel like it's important to say choose your own action for an ad lib event so that people have some idea of like what the heck is going on. And I'm not going to require like the GM say it every time. So yeah, okay. So that's good. Uh, uh, so that's good. I want to test that next time I restart the script, but I'm not going to restart the script right now. We've been doing too many ad lib events, anyways. um, so I could do prescripted ad libs. This is an interesting one because so the thing about ad libs is that I choose the outcome, I choose the event type not up front. I choose it at the end, and I do that like originally I gave myself the ability to do that just in order to correct the event type in case I accidentally hit the wrong one when I submit the event in the first place. But I feel like, yeah, the event types are weird for like the event types are weird for ad libs because they weren't made with ad libs in mind. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna change them at least somewhat. I don't know. Maybe at some point. I don't know. In the meantime, like I basically choose the event type based on what makes most sense given what players choose to do. Because okay, so the thing about writing the events is that like for any like scenario that an event might represent, like the event type basically just depends on like which actions you give the players. Like when you're writing a non ad lib, like when you're writing like a standard or traditional event type, you yeah, you can write it as like an event type 0, you can write it as event type 2, you can write it as basically like whatever you want, just based on like what the players can do in that situation. But when players have like complete autonomy over what they do, then it's more about like figuring out like what outcome makes the most sense given the player's actions. Um, so it's actually going to be a little bit difficult to do that. Sorry, I should stop touching my hair. It feels dumb, and I guess it looks fine though. Maybe I don't know. I'll stop worrying about it. It feels like it looks dumb. um, and then sorry. Um, yeah. So AdLib events as chat GM are going to be a little tricky, just because I on my side, like on my secret control panel, I can see. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe if someone's being a chat GM, I'll just like make it so that the secret control panel is like visible on screen or something, because as it is, oh, you know what I could do? I could make it so that like, yeah, no, I was just trying to think of like how could I position this conveniently on screen. But you know what I actually could do? like if in the case like I'm not gonna like make it look pretty right now, but it was just occurring to me I could actually like make it so that so like I could actually add in OBS. Here, I'll put OBS on screen. Whoops, I didn't mean to make it taller. I just meant to put it on screen. I can actually like make it so that so I can add an item uh, window capture. This will be I don't know like stat uh, and